Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be testing out the brand new Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. I have raved in a lot of my previous videos about the Colourpop Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer, but they just came out with a foundation, and you know I am a full coverage queen, so I had to grab it and kind of compare the two and test it out. I'm not going to spend too much time rambling, so let's go ahead and get this video started. I went ahead and primed with my Maybelline Master Prime by their Face Studio. This is the Blur and Pore Minimize. I do have oily skin, and this is more of a hydrating moisturizer, so I want to make sure that our face is looking as smooth and poreless as possible. So I went ahead and used that primer. Now let's go ahead and get into the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and read what the box says about the foundation. It says it is a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting medium buildable coverage for natural healthy looking skin. It is dermatologist tested, oil free and vegan. It's suitable for all skin types, and it has hyaluronic acid and coconut water. Hyaluronic acid, of course, you know, is used to hydrate and support healthy looking skin by pulling moisture out of the air and putting it into your skin. And then it says coconut water is known to support hydration and skin softness. Now I'm done rambling. Let's get into the review. This is what the bottle looks like here. It comes in this cute little packaging, and I love that there is a pump. I am so sick. It is 2020. Every single foundation should have a pump, period. I mean, the hyaluronic acid moisturizer, tinted moisturizer, comes with a pump on a squeezy tube. So get with it with the pump, and it's just really cute. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to take the foundation on top of my beauty blender just like I normally would with any other foundation, and I'm just going to dot this all over the skin. It is looking a little bit light, but let's see what happens when it oxidizes. So this foundation I can see is very yellow, which kind of messes with the shade of the foundation. As you can see, it's looking very, very ashy. So we are going to definitely have to warm it up with our bronzer and our concealer. I think I needed to go one shade darker, and so I will remember that. But as you can see, you know, this is definitely, you know, not my shade. I have the foundation completely blended out on my face. I didn't really put it on the under eye because I'm gonna go in with concealer for that. But as you can see, the foundation does provide that medium buildable coverage. It is very lightweight, just like the tinted moisturizer. And I do like that it still looks like skin and it doesn't look heavy. But I am probably going to exchange it for a darker shade just because it is looking a little ghostly on the face, especially compared to this neutral shirt that I'm wearing and also my background. But I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer, and I'm also gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution concealer just because I think this one is gonna be a little too light, so I'm going to mix them together. I'm gonna go in with the Revolution concealer first and put that directly under the eye. And as you can see, the Makeup Revolution concealer is a lot warmer and a lot darker than the foundation, so this is letting me know that this shade is just a little bit too light. But I'm gonna go on top of that with the Pretty Fresh concealer just to mix this shade together because this one is light as well. And I've seen that new technique where people are only putting concealer here on the outside and like around their nose. I don't really care for a lot of concealer anymore, so we're gonna go in with a light hand for the concealer because I don't really care to look, you know, cake face. But yeah, we are definitely going to be getting a different foundation shade. I'm gonna blend this out really quickly with that same beauty sponge. I do like how the concealer is blending into the skin though. I will say it does look very good, and it's adding the warmth back into my face that came out with this foundation. And we will also do that whenever we whenever we add our bronzer and contour. I've blended out my concealer and I have not set it yet, and I will say that that Pretty Fresh concealer is really good. I actually do like the shade Color. I just think that because my foundation is too light, it kind of makes it look lighter, but this would be a really great brightening concealer, and it also would be good for priming your eyelids, especially if you have a darker skin tone. I also like that this is a hydrating concealer as well, so my concealer doesn't feel dry, it doesn't feel cakey, nor does it feel heavy. The foundation itself, I can see, is starting to oxidize. So after we add on our powder and everything, I will see how it's looking and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna set my face really quick with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I actually mixed this with the Makeup Revolution Loose Setting Powder in the shade Terracotta. So this is actually 2 setting powders in one. And I am just going to set my face like normal. You guys know that I do not bake anymore, especially because it just makes your makeup look a little bit more cakey and not as natural. So we're just gonna take some powder, dust off the excess, and go right under that under eye and just set it. So I have set my face with the powder and it's starting to look a little bit better. Like I said, as we go along and add in our products, it'll warm it up. I'm still, like I said, I'm going to get a darker shade because this one is just way too light. But let's go ahead and get into our bronzer and our contour. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Mahogany, and then I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance Press Powder. This one I think is in the shade Ebony, and I'm going to warm and then define, and then we're gonna go forward. I've added the bronzer and it's actually starting to look pretty normal. It warmed my face up like I knew it was gonna do, and it looks really good. Now that I have added the bronzer and the contour, it's actually starting to look somewhat normal. It's starting to blend better into the chest. I will say the foundation is holding up nicely. My skin looks so smooth and buttery and like creaseless. So I'm very impressed with the foundation, especially for it to be only a medium coverage. And for it to be more water-based, I do like that. It looks very good. So I'm gonna go in really quickly with my blush and my highlight, and I'm gonna do my lips. Everything is gonna be linked down below that I'm using, so you will be able to purchase it. But I'm just really quickly gonna go ahead and do this so that we can just wrap up this review. Okay guys, so I have added my blush, my highlight, I've done my lips, I've finished smoking out my lower lash line, and this look is almost complete. I'm going to be using also the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Mist. This is also, you know, it has the same properties, it has the same disclaimers, you know, it's supposed to hydrate the skin along with setting it, yada yada yada. So I'm gonna use this today in place of my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just gonna cover up the eyes and then just have this squirt all over my face. I know that sounded dirty, but let's keep it PG, people. And it smells amazing. Like, it smells amazing. I like that the mister is very lightweight, so I could literally just spray this all day for no reason. I love this. Now I wanted to quickly make a disclaimer, or not really a disclaimer, but just a PSA. I did use Morphe products on my eyebrows, my eyeshadow, and I also used some Morphe brushes to apply some makeup. But I wanted to say that I no longer will be supporting Morphe brushes on my channel due to everything going on with the Black Lives Matter movement, and also with myself as a Black woman becoming more aware of racial injustices in our country. I cannot support a brand that supports Jeffree Star, which, if you don't know who Jeffree Star is, he's one of the biggest YouTubers, and he also has a very colorful past and present history of being racist and derogatory towards Black people, especially Black women, and Morphe still continues to associate themselves with Jeffree Star, so I no longer will be associating myself with Morphe. I just wanted to add that towards the end, but let's finish on the review. So my final thoughts on the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation is it is Makayla Cooke approved. I love this foundation. I think it's perfect. This is the perfect foundation for the summer. It's ultra lightweight, it's ultra hydrating, it looks amazing, and after I've added my products on top of it, it actually looks really good. It has blended and oxidized into my skin wonderfully. I feel that my foundation and just my skin in general looks very warm, and it looks very sun-kissed, which I love. So I actually think I'm gonna keep this shade. We had a little hiccup at the beginning and we were looking like Casper for a second, but after it oxidized and after I added my foundation and everything, it looks amazing. So I definitely would recommend going to purchase this. You can find it at Ulta, online and in store. It's only $16, and definitely go get it along with getting the Pretty Fresh concealer and the Pretty Fresh setting mist. The Pretty Fresh line and the tinted moisturizer, it's a great line for the summer. I mean, Colourpop, y'all did it with this one. So that is the end of this video today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to click that subscribe button at the bottom of this video along with the bell notification icon so that you're notified every time I post a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.